Okay, Julie, over to you.
Oh, me. Okay. Okay. Hi there. I am Julie Sugar. I'm in District 7, District 7 Central Committee member. You have all three of us here from the district, and we are interviewing tonight for a fourth District 7 Central Committee member. We're delighted that you have submitted your application. And let's see, I guess we can go ahead and, well, actually, would you like to say a few words about yourself first, and then we can ask you questions?
Yeah, sure.
Julie, do you want us to introduce ourselves first?
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
Yes.
So-
I'm sorry, haven't done this in a long time. This is very unusual.
Yeah, we did this about a year and a half ago, I think.
Yeah.
So,
It's
but
like once every 2 years.
there are four members in the District 7 as it's now set up, 2 males and 2 females. And well, actually, that's not correct. There's four members. Anyway, Paul Conca, I'm one of the members. And then Ed, if you want to introduce yourself.
My name's Ed Livingston. I'm down here in Bowley's Quarters area, close to Julie. But I'm one of the representatives down here.
Thank you, Ed. And our fourth member was Dr. Rene Varela. Sorry, I'm not going to pronounce his name correctly, but he resigned due to work duties. And I live in Oliver Beach. Also, it's the northernmost Baltimore County on the east side, though. On the other side of the Gunpowder River is Harford County. So I'm North Baltimore County too, but on the east side. So, all right, well, I guess we should go ahead and get started. Who wants to begin? Do you want me to ask the first question, guys?
Well, okay, so now Lauren can take 2 minutes to introduce herself.
Thank you. Thank you.
So my name is Lauren Batdorf. I live in Parkville. I moved here in June of 2020. I bought a house with my fiance. I currently am a cardiac nurse at University of Maryland downtown. Have been for about 6 months. I've been involved in politics since I pretty much moved from Hartford County to Baltimore County, and even before then with Mia Mason's campaign, and then kind of getting the North Baltimore County Club going, managing their social media and planning their events, and then recently campaign managing for Jeff Bonner, who was running for Maryland Senate in District 42. Now with redistricting happening, obviously things have changed. So we're kind of moving that organization to something else. That'll be like a new announcement coming. But I basically have always been interested in politics. I've always talked about politics, and I got tired of talking about it and I wanted to do something about it. So I feel like joining the Central Committee is another kind of way for me to be more active in helping people get out the vote, expanding Democratic voters, et cetera.
Okay, thank you. All right. Why would you like to be on the Baltimore County Democratic Central Committee?
Yeah, so I'm excited to join the Central Committee because I know that you guys have a lot of influence in representing the Democrats in your area. And as a new District 7 member, because I was District 42B, I took a peek at who represents us now, and it's a little disappointing, the House of Delegates representation. So I'm really interested in kind of helping with social media and turning out voters, getting people registered, kind of just mobilizing Democrats in District 7.
Thank you.
Want me to ask the next question, Julie? We'll just,
Sure.
like I said. So Lauren, we have, it's a structured interview. So the questions are, I'm just going to read the next question. It's a little bit lengthy. What political activities have you participated in as a volunteer or candidate? And are you currently a member of a political club, which I know you are?
Yeah.
Specifically, have you ever done any of the following? Where and when did you do it? Door-to-door canvassing, phone banking, voter registration, get out the vote activities, helping voters to get to the polls, or electioneering?
Mm-hmm. So I am part of the North Baltimore County Democratic Club. So like I said, I do their social media and plan their events. When I was managing Mia Mason's campaign, I did a lot of phone banking and a lot of door-to-door canvassing. And then recently I also, for the 2020 election, did electioneering, like where I went out front of the polls and I held signs and talked to people. And that was actually really fun. I enjoyed doing that. Jeff's campaign, I've been doing, I make the maps for the door-to-door canvassing on Minivan. So NGP, I'm familiar with that. And then I also do phone banking, and I've kind of been his like coach for phone banking. Like I'll make the lists, do the research on the people, but I didn't actually make the calls. I kind of was sitting in on the phone banking for his campaign.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Ed, did you want to ask the next question? Do you have it in front of you?
No, I don't.
Okay, then Julie, do you want to go to question number
Sure.
3?
Yes, okay. What skills, experience, or background do you think you can bring to the Baltimore County Democratic Party? The question actually reads that you think we may lack, but you can answer that however you wish. You may not think we lack it, but you may just think you can bring it to the table.
I definitely think that I can bring social media experience to the table. I know that you guys are pretty active on social media, but there are ways to improve to reach a larger audience, especially with Instagram and Twitter. You guys are pretty good on Facebook. So I think that, as well as coordinating with voters, kind of helping get people registered, get out the vote, spreading the word about events, like basically marketing, essentially.
Mhm.
Which I do with the club right now. I manage their Instagram, their Facebook, and I plan their events and reach out to people, get elected officials invited to the events, like that.
Okay, thank you.
The next question is, have you ever been registered as anything but a Democrat? If so, when and how long? Have you ever been registered in any other party or as an independent or unaffiliated voter anywhere? And if so, explain why you changed.
Nope. Ever since I was a senior in high school, I've been registered as a Democrat when they did it at the school.
Yes. Thank you. Some of these questions are very easy, but like I said, it's a format that we have, so we're just going through them.
Right.
All right, Julie.
Okay. So we hold our meetings on the third Tuesday of every month at 7 p.m. And we are required to attend 2 statewide meetings every year that are typically held on Saturdays in various parts of the state. So are there any potential issues, obstacles, or barriers, such as time commitments, conflict of interest, criminal background, current citizenship status, or out of jurisdiction residency that would prevent you from serving and fully participating as a member of the committee?
No, I have no criminal history background. I am a citizen. Time-wise, since I'm a nurse, I get to pick my schedule. I work 3 12-hour shifts a week, or 4, depending on if I want to do overtime.
That's
So
great.
as long as I know about the shifts in advance, I can make sure that I'm not working on those days.
That's wonderful. Okay. Okay, thanks.
Julie, I don't have, well, for Lauren, there's a total of 13 questions that we can ask, but we don't have to ask all 13. And I don't have any additional questions to ask Julie or Ed. Do either of
Yes, I
you want
do.
to ask any other?
One question. What's your future ambitions in the Democratic Party?
That's a great question. So after working with a couple campaigns, I really eventually would love to run for office for House of Delegates, probably in the next like 4 years or so. I'd also like to work on elected officials campaign, because I've worked on the campaigning side for candidates, but I've never actually worked for an elected official. So I'd like to work for an elected official and then also run for office myself eventually.
Okay, great. Thank you. That's a
That
great
answers for-
question, Ed.
Yeah,
That's
that was
good, because that's what the Central Committee used to do all the time, prepare everybody for moving up.
Oh,
You're going to get a lot of experience there. You're going to meet a lot of people in the Central Committee.
perfect.
Definitely. Okay, I think we've asked enough questions. Right now, we break to deliberate and decide whether or not to recommend you to be put forward at our next meeting, which would be, if we do so, it will be next Tuesday, February 15th at 7 p.m. So if we can break right now with you and maybe get back with you in 5 minutes, would you
Yeah.
like, I don't even, maybe,
Yeah, I don't
Quicker
think
than
it'll
that?
take, I don't think it'll take 5 minutes, just like a
maybe
minute
give
or
us,
two.
yeah, give
Okay.
us a couple minutes and you're going to have to disconnect, but then you can call back in and you can just wait in the waiting room and we'll